understand that we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Normally, I'm very picky about what we put in our bodies. I make a healthier alternative coffee creamer, or we buy a healthy alternative coffee creamer, but we went to Walmart last night for like our grocery shop, and they had this Coffee Mate toffee, but it's Harry Potter cauldron cake, and we couldn't not get it. If you've been here a while, you know that we really love Harry Potter, so had to get it. We'll try it out. Bad things are okay in moderation. Keyword moderation. Oh, it's good. Kind of mild, like flavor-wise, but I also don't put a lot in mine. Let me try Cody's because he likes a lot of creamer, so I do put a lot in his. I don't really taste toffee too much. It just kind of tastes like sweetener. I don't know. Oh well, we're not wasteful, so we'll use it. Bible study until you get up.
Okay, I'm probably gonna go clean these out of the pond because it's getting pretty bad.
Good friends of ours moved super close to us in their very first home, and I'd been searching for the perfect housewarming gift for them. They've lived together previously, so I didn't want to get like your standard glassware set or cutting board or knife because they kind of already have all of that. I wanted something functional, fun, a little bit luxurious. And right around the same time that this was happening, Fever actually reached out to us wanting us to try their towel warmer. And as soon as we got ours in the mail, I immediately knew that this was going to be the perfect housewarming gift. No one, absolutely no one likes stepping out of the shower and then wrapping themselves in a super cold towel, especially in the winter. This is Viver's towel warmer bucket, and it's loaded with a ton of features. It uses 360-degree 5-sided surround heating, which ensures that every part of your towel warms evenly and there are absolutely no cold spots. It also has different temperature levels to support different types of fabric and 4 timer settings: 20, 40, 60, or 90 minutes. So you can just set it and forget about it. Safety-wise, which is the most important to me, is it's ETL and FCC certified, built with VO flame retardant materials. And it also has an auto shut-off feature, which I really appreciate. There's even a little aroma compartment at the bottom, so you can just toss in a little fragrance disc and your towels come out smelling fresh and clean. Every single towel that I have pulled out of this thing has been so perfectly warm, like you literally just pulled it out of your dryer. It's one of those gifts that feels super luxurious while also being practical, and definitely something people who live up here in the north will really appreciate. If you want to check one out for yourself, Beaver is giving you 5% off with their code VEVT5, which I'll have right here on the screen. And of course, every single thing that you need to know will be linked right down in the description. Thank you so much, Beaver, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it.
Good morning. Oh, yeah, we're good. Excuse me. These feeders have been great. Before, the girls would just kind of pick through their food and only eat what they want. They can't really do that with these, and so I feel like it's cut down on our food waste significantly. What do you think? Do you like them? And I've been able to go like about 5 days without having to refill them. I also give the girls a lot of food scraps and a lot of worms. So we've been pretty good without having to refill them. I'll probably have to refill them in the morning, but they're good for now. Still nothing. Kind of going through a small egg shortage. I gave the last of our eggs to a friend who needed some, and now my girls have all of a sudden decided to slow down production. So I've been checking consistently every day and we've had no eggs. I'm probably gonna give them more worms, hoping that that extra protein will help them produce more. If I sound nasally, it's because I am. It's just that time of year. Hot during the day, freezing at night, barely any eggs from the girls. Our allergies are flaring up. I'll be ready when this season, or this part of this season, passes.
Today we're gonna hop back into these cabinet doors and try and get them all finished up. You remember from, I guess, the last video, or was it the video before that? You remember from 2 videos ago, Summer was painting the bathroom. I was working on trying to figure out how to build these. Well, I got it figured out. I think it looks pretty good, but I only got 2 of them done, so we still have 4 more to build. Lucky for you guys, one of my pieces of wood cracked, so I'm gonna have to make a new one. We're gonna show you how we go from just a normal piece of wood to framing for cabinets. So let's head outside and get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is start out with this 1x3 and we're gonna rip it down to a 2-inch section. Now the next thing we're gonna do is cut it to length. What we're gonna do is switch out our blades for our dado blades. I think in the last video someone commented and said it's actually dado, and all I have to say about that is tomato. I swear my woodshop teacher always called it a dado. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe he was wrong, maybe we're all wrong, who knows, but tomato. So now to set up for our dado cut, I had it set at 3/8 of an inch depth earlier. So I set the saw blade height to 3/8 of an inch. Make sure to go to like the middle of the blade at its highest point. And then since I've already done some before, I can check it with a piece that I've already done and make sure that it's at the height that I want it. Now for these longer pieces, I don't want to go all the way through the end. I want, because then, you know, you'll be able to see a hole right here at the top and the bottom of the doors since these are the side pieces. So I marked a little bit before the end of it. I already made this measurement earlier, but I marked a little bit before the end of it. That way I can ensure I have enough for the panel to sit in here, but I don't go all the way through and come out the other side. And then I've also marked on my table saw where that blade starts to come up at, so I can use those marks together to make sure that it works right. We end up with a nice, perfect roof. And now we start the long, wonderful, tedious process of doweling. I picked up this new dowel jig. I like that it clamps onto the wood, so I feel like it just gives me a little more of an accurate cut. Got it off Amazon. It was only like 20 bucks, I think. And if you've seen these in the background and you're wondering what it is a ladybug apocalypse right now. It's not Japanese beetles. I think it's like Asian ladybugs or something like that. They always come out this time of year. It's like whenever it warms up during the day, they're freaking everywhere. And then by nighttime, they're all gone. But usually about 4 o'clock, we'll come and vacuum up all the ones that are in the house. But we still find them outside everywhere. They're crazy. They come in all the time. Got this one ready to go. I'm going to show you guys how to put this one together, and then we'll time lapse the rest of them because I'm sure you're probably over watching me build these cabinet doors at this point. All right, first we're going to put some glue in all of our dowel holes, and then we're going to put our dowels. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in this channel right here. That way it just kind of helps secure that plywood whenever we put it together. And then we do want a little bit of glue on the faces that are going to touch each other. All of this will be exposed, so we don't want to glue in there. For these, we kind of got to be quick and move it around a lot. That way all the glue doesn't drip on us. Okay, help me line it up because we got to do it kind of fast so the glue doesn't drip everywhere. All right, let's clean up the glue and then clamp it together. Or we just grab another one and give me that one. Now you really want to do the best possible job you can of getting glue off now, because sanding it later sucks and it just eats through your sandpaper. Now we want to clamp it tight enough to have a nice firm hold, but we don't want to clamp it too hard because then we'll end up with little indentations in the wood from the clamps. I just need to check the glue. We can go back. So that's one done and put together. Now we just let it sit for, I think it said half an hour. Clamp for 30 minutes. Don't stress the joints for 24 hours. So essentially we'll just let it sit till tomorrow and then we'll sand everything down and get it installed. So while I work on this, Summer's over there doing computer work as usual.
I don't have my mic on today because if I did, you'd hear me sniffle 50 million times. So you're not going to hear from me much today.
Finally time to put the last one together. I'm so tired of doweling things. Just got to let everything sit here until tomorrow. We don't want to stress the joints for 24 hours. So tomorrow we'll come back. We're going to use our little cabinet hinge tool. I couldn't think of it. And then we'll drill out some little holes for our recessed cabinet hinges. And then we're done. We can install the doors and that'll be that. If Summer decides to end up staining them, she'll end up doing that. But my side of the project will be finished. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and make use of this beautiful day outside. It's actually hot. I have shorts on. This is probably like the last day that it's gonna be like this year, unfortunately. So I'm gonna make good use of that, go up to the shop and try and get some work done.
Behind the scenes, I've been making lunch. Today we're doing crispy baked chicken and au gratin potatoes. If you are curious how I made either of them, let me know down in the comments and I'll have to do a video on both on my off-grid grub channel, but let me show you what they look like and then I'll show you again whenever I pull them out.
It is time to flip our chicken though. Ooh, nice. I will say the key to super crispy chicken is baking powder, not baking soda, but baking powder. All right, we're gonna pop them back in for like another 30. We're hitting the truck.
And that's lunch.
Guys, I am just about done with this whole container swap project that I got going on. I got the cutlass moved into this container, all the stuff into that container. It's all mostly organized. We got some new shelving that I put in there and some stuff like that. The only problem now is old girl right here doesn't want to run. Did a little bit of testing on it. It doesn't have any fuel pressure. Did a little more testing. The fuel pump's bad, so I have a new fuel pump on order. I think it'll be here either tomorrow or the next day. As soon as it gets here, I'll get that thrown in. Luckily, it's got a 7-inch lift, so I can fit under there quite nicely. The fuel line and the connector are really easy to get to, and then on this tank, it's just 2 straps and it drops right down. So I should be able to get it done within an hour, you know, as long as nothing crazy happens. There's no broken bolts or anything like that. I guess that's about it for today. Hopefully we'll get this girl fixed in the next couple days and be able to get it moving around, drive it a little bit and get it put back in this container. So, but I don't want to put it in there, not under its own power, because then it's going to be a pain to get it in there, to push it in there over the hump and all that stuff. But 2, it would be a pain to get it back out. So I'd rather just get it fixed, then put it back in there, and then I'm able to pull it out, whatnot, as I please. So that's about it, I guess.
And now that this project's done, we can move on to something else. Thank you guys so much for being here each week. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.